Hi guys, and welcome to another live broadcast. It is Tuesday night and we are coming to you live via YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. If you are new to joining us, I always ask that you hit that like button on my Facebook page so that you will be notified when we go live. Make sure you also are set up to receive notifications. I know a couple of you have been frustrated not being able to catch us live. Make sure you've hit that like button and you've hit the notification so that when I go live you will be notified. And then welcome YouTube as well. Please make sure you've hit that subscribe button so you will also be notified when we go live. And to my audience who catches us in the morning or after the live broadcast, welcome as well. Always make sure that you leave your comments and suggestions and maybe just a nice hello when you check in. I always go back and review those and I always love hearing from you. This is also a perfect time to share this broadcast. If you know of a woman who might be struggling with some of the things that come and go with the aging process, or might be struggling with some frustrations with the weight loss and fitness world, as we often do as women, this is a great time to go ahead and share this live broadcast with them, and they can always catch that on the recording as well. If you're jumping on, always make sure you take a second to go ahead and introduce yourself, say hello. If you're in one of my courses, make sure that you let me know what month you're in so that I could recognize you for being a member in one of my courses. And I also like just to take a second to introduce myself, if you don't mind, for our new viewers. My name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutritional programs and fitness plans to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And for me and many of the women in this community, that is being done through the process of intermittent fasting and incorporating intermittent fasting as a lifestyle so that we can actually look and feel our best and finally live our most authentic life as we are aging women. So tonight's topic is, why is this failing too? And if you are a woman who has been around for, I don't know, a couple decades as an adult in the diet and fitness world, then you have probably failed at one or more attempts at following a diet. And I always like to address this, especially inside my course. And I like to address this inside my course because inside the course, we teach you, or I teach you, how to no longer diet and to start thinking for yourself as a grown woman who knows her body or might be getting back into knowing her body. Because oftentimes as we go through the process of being moms and wives and career women, we sort of lose sight on listening to the signs and signals that our body is sending us. And so I really like to take that 30 days in our introductory course to get you to just slow down and breathe a little bit and really reintroduce yourself to your own body and develop a really nice intimate relationship with yourself so that you will be able to listen to those signs and signals that your body is sending you. And so oftentimes, and I am in the same boat as everyone else, even though I have been working in the health and fitness industry, helping women try to be successful with dieting, the reason we have been failing at dieting is because they're not designed for us. They're not designed for us as individuals. They are designed for a mass group of people, oftentimes not even just women, but just the general population, without any regard to your own personal, physical, chemical, psychological, and emotional makeup and history. And so for the short term, of course, they work well because anytime you implement anything that is a positive change, you're going to yield results. But what we tend to find out with the very typical diet, or what I call like the streetwise diet, is that success is very short-lived because they're not designed for us. And so that's where the living your most authentic life generally starts to get in the way, because we've had to become so trimmed down and had to give up so much of our life and give up so much of ourselves and give up so much of the things that we actually enjoy in our lives to follow someone else's plan. And the reality is, it just doesn't work. So the reason that these diets and the reason that these plans and the reason that these things keep failing is the common denominator in all of that, and that's us. And not that it's our fault that we're failing. It's just because we're failing to think for ourselves. We're failing to take the time to understand how our body works. And we're failing to take the time to realize that someone else's plan isn't going to fit into our lifestyle. And so we often get bored and we get frustrated, and then we end up ditching the diet plan, which is probably the best thing that you can do, but it doesn't come without some damage. And the damage is usually the psychological and emotional aspect of failing at something again. So when women are reaching out to me and they're feeling hopeless and desperate and like, oh my gosh, this is the absolute last thing I'm going to try, I totally understand where they're coming from, because I was that woman too. And I was that woman that was almost responsible for enabling these types of situations for women, because that's what I taught other women to do. And I never really kind of took that time to help a woman learn how to really figure out what's best for her. Not only for what it is that she's trying to do in the short term, but what it is she's trying to do as far as a lifestyle for a lifetime. And that's really where we're finding the most success in our course with our intermittent fasting for today's aging woman. Regardless of what season of life you're in, I often talk about the 30 and 40-year-olds. I'm in the 50-year-old category. We have our women in their 60s, their 70s, and their 80s who are finding the same level of success with this program, not because the program is cookie cuttered to fit every woman, but because the program is far from that. It is designed to have you figure out you once and for all around food and what it is that you have as a goal for yourself. Because I can't determine what's going to work for you. It's not my right to determine what works for you. And so I've taken that responsibility off of me and put it back on you. And I think that once we realize as women that we should be thinking for ourselves, then we'll no longer be failing at things that we really, really want for ourselves. And I know for the mass majority of the women that I talk to, and for the mass majority of the women that I'm working with, it is simply just to look and feel our best and live our most authentic life. And to not feel like every day is the possibility of failure. And instead, we should be looking at every day as the possibility for success. And so if you're feeling like you're failing, trust me when I say that it's not entirely your fault, that you're probably following a program that wasn't designed for you. And that you should take a little bit of time to just step back, take a deep breath, and figure out what it is that you want once and for all for your life. And if it is to look and feel your best and live your most authentic life, then you need to take the time to figure out what it is that you can do for you that's going to make you achieve all of those things. And stop relying on someone else to give you a cookie cutter plan of what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do without any regard to you as an individual woman. So you have the power to do that. Not everyone needs to take a course. You can do that just by doing your own research. What we've done in our course is just trimmed it down to the basic facts and giving you an opportunity to be surrounded by like-minded women with an amazing support system so that you don't feel alone when you're going through some of those times where you feel like something might be a little bit off. And we have enough women going through our course that you're going to find someone who's probably very close to you and what you're going through in your life and can kind of help you and guide you through the process. So, diet failures are not our fault. We need to learn how to let go of that guilt, let go of that failure, and realize it was a really nice attempt and it just didn't work. And we need to be able to kind of brush it off our shoulders and pick ourselves up and move forward with something that we figure out for ourselves based on the history and the story that we have as women around food. And yes, some of that has to do with emotions, some of that has to do with life experiences, and then some of it has to do with just how our body is chemically changing as we go through this aging process. So there's hope. You just have to put a little bit of work in and trust yourself and know that your body will tell you exactly what you need to know based on what you're doing for it by developing that intimate relationship and learning how to listen to your signs and signals. So if you're one of those frustrated women or feeling like everything is failing and this last thing that you've tried is failing too, I urge you to jump in with us, or at least follow us here on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube, and hang out with some of these women who are super encouraging and are so open about sharing their experience and some of their testimonials of what they've been able to do with changing their mindset about food and nutrition and diets and living a healthy lifestyle based on what their body needs and desperately is telling them to do for it. So I'm going to go ahead and answer some questions and comments. I'm going to go over to YouTube first because I think I was on Facebook last night. So let me see who I have over here, and I'll say hello really quick. Bonnie, greetings from Denver. Welcome. Doreen, good to have you. July 1st class. Scotland, alumni, welcome. Erin, hello. Carolyn, good evening. Julie, or no, Marty, July grad. Congratulations. Monica, hello ladies. August course. After 22-hour fast, I am tired, brain fog, headache. Is this symptoms of the keto flu? How long does it last? Monica, we don't know because your body is so individual. It doesn't last long though. Just stick with it. Drink lots of water and go to bed. Tamara, hello. Laura, July 1st, still going strong. Awesome. Christina, welcome from the August group. Jenna from June, glad to have you. Hello from Maryland, not in a course, but intermittent fasting since February and loving it. I'm 51 and nothing else is working until this. There you go. Good evening, Brown Eyes. Kelly from Denver, hello. Sandy, just started the videos, glad to catch you live. Awesome. Welcome from Frisco. Amy, I have wonderful results. What an awesome lifestyle. I'm down 15 pounds, 4 pant sizes, and still enjoying life. Thank you, Diane. Oh my gosh, Amy, you're welcome. Marlise from May Group, getting back on track. Awesome. Check in with me. Kathleen from the August Group, welcome. Let's see, Nadine, August Group from Wyoming. Is that Wyoming, I think it is? No, Wyoming. Yeah, I think it's Wyoming. Cool. Hello from Ellie. Is this more of a high protein, low carb way of life? No, not at all. Stephanie, good. You guys are talking to each other. That's awesome. Let's see. Finland is in the house. Hi from Malaysia. I'm so looking forward to the August 12th class. Can't wait. Joanne, good to have you. Just past the 26-hour mark. Got an easy workout in and feeling great. Feeling fat adaptive. No hunger whatsoever. Winning. Awesome. You're doing great. Love to hear those comments. Kathy, welcome from July. Insomnia eventually. Yes. Insomnia is usually what you have in your feasting window and doesn't have a lot to do with fasting. So make sure you're getting enough mineralized water in your diet and stay away from sugar. Let's see. Dola, started skipping breakfast. I began class August 12th, but I find myself wanting sweets. What's that about? That'll pass, Dola. Don't worry about it. Christy from the Bay Area, welcome. Love to cycle. August class, finally have energy and I'm cooking again. Nutrient-rich food. And in our feasting window, thank you for the keys to a healthy lifestyle. Oh, you're welcome. Kathleen, insomnia too, tons of energy. Yep. Okay, so sometimes too when you're just, I'll go back to the insomnia and tons of energy in just a second. From Houston, I'm dealing with borderline diabetes and fatty liver. The fasting seems to raise my blood sugar, terribly hungry at night. It could just be what you're doing in your feasting window. Cindy from Austin, welcome back. Stephanie would like to start a meetup for... Okay, cool. Hi, Rita from July Group, loving IF. Can't wait for alumni group to start. Cool. Okay, let me go over here to Facebook. I haven't forgot about the insomnia and energy. I'll go back to that in just a second. Let's see what we got here on Facebook. Kara and my husband Michael is here. So if you're looking for the link to join our next class, look for Michael Parham. He posts it in the comments section. August group is here. Laura, hello, girlfriends. Stacy, hello. Janet, good evening from Nevada. July course. Janet had great results as well. Shannon, hey there, ladies from the July group. Just finished a 45-hour fast. Wow, congratulations. That's awesome. Anna, having trouble with my cravings. It's usually, when you're having trouble with cravings, it's usually what you have in your feasting window. Janice, really need to review your videos and get back on track. You're the best. Yeah, go back, Janet. Janice, they're available to you. Hoping to join a group in September. Angela, would love to have you. We are starting groups, Angela, every Saturday now. So just pick a Saturday that you think you're ready to start and make sure you get registered. Carolina from Devon, Pennsylvania, mid-July course. Martina, early July group, grad here from Western New York. Regularly hitting 24. These days are feeling great. I know, a 20-hour fast is awesome. Susie, Huntington Beach, mid-July group, loving it. Good. Carla. Jenny from Michigan. Jenny, you're up late again. Hello. Yvonne, Northern California, graduate of the June course and looking forward to this month's alumni course. Beatrice, Santa Barbara. Sally from July. Donna from May. Lynette, not in course yet, but I'm learning so much from your videos. Okay, awesome. Laura, August 12th group. I love you guys are saying August 12th group now and not September. I'm super excited for you. Peggy, I'm really enjoying your videos and will be in August 12th group. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Gail, Western Australia, alumni can't come quick enough. Thanks for, I know. Something in Spanish, I don't read, or Brazil, something from someone from Brazil, I don't read that. Sorry. Vivere, hello. August 12th. Tommy, hello from Chattanooga. July 29th group, having success with alternating 24 and 18.6, feeling much better overall. Good. Great energy and exercising. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Sandra from Cyprus. Peggy, ready to figure me out. Good. Anna, intermittently with what? I don't know what your question is. Sandra, looking to join the alumni group. Is it full? Nope, not yet. You can email Kara for a link or email me. Angela, I heard about the new changes in classes. If I'm going on vacation, should I wait to sign up when I return? I'm in my 3rd week of IF. Angela, it depends on the dates of your vacation. We start Saturday. Saturday's a soft start, so we actually really don't start till probably around Sunday night, Monday. The old diets and way of eating was, when I was younger, did work for me at the time. Understanding that my body doesn't respond the same as it once did is what the new, yep, that's exactly true, Yvonne. Thanks for saying that. South Africa's in the house. What do you mean by intermittent dieting? No, it's intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting means that you're fasting and feasting. Fasting means going without caloric intake. So intermittent fasting means that you have, in the course of a day, a window of eating and a window of fasting. Lisa, loving the August class. Awesome. Karen, hello from Anaheim. August 12th class is in the house. Lori from McKinney, Texas. August 1st, I did 23 today. Awesome. Jen, dieting the old way does not work for me. I have not had weight and inches fall off like some of the great ladies in the group, so I have to believe my body is healing from all the damage. Yes, Jen, keep holding on, girlfriend. It's coming. Murda, hello. What can I do when I feel like headed and dizzy in the morning during my fasted workouts? Make sure you're drinking enough water. We had someone in, I believe it was our July group, who kind of was suffering from those kind of feelings, and she found out she was dehydrated. So I shoot for 100 to 150 ounces of water every day. So make sure you're getting enough water in. Chris, okay, is it time to take your course? Okay, it's time to take your course. Down 30 pounds now in 9 weeks and soy-free with your videos. Now I need to learn more. Signing up next week. Awesome. Lori, August group, loving 9-5, perfect for me. Love how flexible it is. Yes, very flexible. Favi, you're awesome. Oh, thank you so much. You guys are so nice. Debani, hello. Linda, hi from Florida. Good night. It's late trying to get my proper sleep. Linda, go to bed. It's recorded. You can catch it tomorrow. Debani, 22-2. I think I did 22 also. I think I stopped eating last night at 7:30, and I broke my fast at 6 o'clock tonight. And I've had one meal today, and it wasn't the best experience. I'll tell you guys about that later. Kara posted her email address in the Facebook page, so you guys can catch that if you want information on the alumni group. Judy, just finished fasting 40.5 hours. I feel great. I got a good workout too. Loving this way of eating. Oh, congratulations. Joni, how does IF work? I don't think it worked for me. I think it's Joannie. Email me. DianeParhamFitness@gmail.com. Let's see. Okay, so I got some girls doing a little meetup over here on YouTube. That's awesome. I eat the majority of my carbs in my last meal of the day. Lowers high cortisol and combats the insomnia. Yeah, if you want to do that, but oftentimes if you eat a lot of carbs as your last meal of the day before you go to bed, you don't sleep well, you have night sweats, and then you wake up feeling hungry and craving sugar. So be careful, every body is different. I started drinking black coffee since Saturday and survived fasting clean. Yeah, you guys, black coffee is pretty good. You have to get good coffee, and I'm going to share in my alumni group first just because they earned the right to get information first. Because they are my alumni people. I'm going to share with them what we're doing with our coffee, and then after they get the news, I'll share it with you guys here. Stephanie would like to start a meetup. Okay, I already did that. Okay, cool. Okay, so insomnia and increased energy. So oftentimes what happens, especially when you've kind of cut out a lot of what I call unnecessary carbohydrates. So I don't follow a keto lifestyle per se. What I do follow is what I call a high-fat, moderate protein, conscious carbohydrate lifestyle. And so what that means for me is any opportunity I can to get some fat into my diet. So avocados, oils, raw nuts. I don't do butter, a little bit of coconut oil. That's pretty much where my fats are coming from. Then I have moderate protein, and the way I describe a moderate protein lifestyle is I just don't seek out extra protein. So if protein naturally occurs in my meal, then it's fine. But I'm not counting protein grams, and I'm not seeking out additives. So I'm not adding in protein powders, and I'm not, you know, slamming a bunch of egg whites every day and extra chicken breast. It's just, if it's there, it's fine. I don't need any more. And then what I describe as conscious carbohydrates goes like this. I stop and ask myself how something's going to make me feel before I put it in my body. And so I know that gluten specifically makes me sick. And so oftentimes carbohydrates are gluten-y. So breads, wraps, chips, you know, crackers, those kind of carbohydrates are usually the ones that I stop and ask myself the question before I put them into my body. And if I stop and I take a breath and I breathe and I ask myself a question, I can usually pretty much determine that they're not going to make me feel great, and it's very easy for me to pass on them. Beans, legumes, all those kind of things fall into that category as well. What I leave open for myself as carbohydrates are a lot of vegetables. I don't take the higher sugar vegetables necessarily off my list. I'm just very conscious about them and making sure that I'm not kind of leaning to them more than I am the dark leafy greens or the zucchinis and the squashes and those kind of things. And so I'm conscious about my carbohydrate intake. I don't eat fruit very frequently. And again, fruit is one of those things that I also am very conscious about. I don't eat butter because I'm dairy free. I'm very lactose intolerant, as is almost everyone in my family. It causes me to have inflammation in my sinuses, huge bags under my eyes, and causes me to have allergies and all kinds of stuff. It causes my son to have cystic acne, and it causes my daughter to have all kinds of problems as well. So we just don't consume butter or milk or very, very limited cheese products, and they're usually not dairy as far as a cow. They're sheep cheese is pretty much the only thing that we consume. So we're very limited on our dairy as well. We're very conscious about that. And so that's just the lifestyle that we have. And so it's really when you're that limited on carbs, oftentimes in the beginning your body goes into a little bit of shock. And so you have to have an adjustment period, and that takes a little bit of time. That's sometimes where you get your body chemistry is just a little bit thrown off, and you can get super energized but have sort of some side effects, and oftentimes that can be insomnia. It balances itself out, and that's a lot of the reason why we drink a lot of mineral water or use Epsom salt baths and stuff like that. It just sort of helps the process of your body settling down chemistry-wise, and so it will eventually balance out. What else happens with insomnia is when you kind of get yourself shifted out of that extra carb sort of lifestyle and then you overload on carbs, you can also get a bout of insomnia because your body isn't used to having all those extra carbs in your body. So carbs seem to be the big thing that's causing us the most problems: night sweats, insomnia, all those kind of things. So be conscious of your carbohydrates. You don't necessarily have to go super, super low with them or cut out all the super fun things as far as carbohydrates go. Just be conscious and make sure that you're asking yourself that question before you put it in your body. How is this going to make my body feel? And is it worth it? And then you can kind of decide for yourself how you want to go from there. Okay. Does MCT oil in your coffee take you out of your fast? We teach in our course to be in a truly fasted state, and so MCT oil does not fit in that. Hello from Montreal. Love listening in. Finally, something that works. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Butter is dairy. So, yeah, our family just doesn't consume it. That is all. Do you limit fruit? Yes, I do limit fruit. Fruit is in our house for me is what I call it's in the dessert category. Sugar-wise, it's pretty equal to what a dessert sugar would be. And so I only consume dairy in the ways in which I would consume dessert. And since dessert multiple times a day or every day would not help me reach my goals, then I've just pretty much treated fruit in my life the same way. And I was pre-diabetic and insulin resistant a couple years ago before I started living this lifestyle. And so fruit was one of those things that just had to go for me because my body couldn't break down the sugar anymore. So no fruit, or very, very limited fruit. Okay, any other questions? Is it wise to substitute juicing for some meals? I don't know. I would say, yeah, I guess as long as you're not filling it full of a bunch of unnecessary sugars would be my only thing that I would advise on juicing. Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to bust off because it is 9:30 and we have a movie night tonight. And my daughter, speaking of desserts, one of the great things about being in such an amazing community of women like you guys, I run across some pretty talented women and very generous women. And one of my ex-students, Crystal, sent me some of her gluten-free and soy-free cookie mix. So my daughter's in the kitchen making some oatmeal raisin cookies and some soy-free chocolate chip cookies. And we are going to sample one of each of those tonight as a little treat, thanks to the generosity of my good friend. And she's actually starting a business where she wants to make gluten-free cookie dough. So I told her that I would try some and then let you guys know how they are, so that when she gets ready to launch her business, we will have this amazing group of women who we can refer to a great place to get some really healthy cookies. In the August group, still working on what I eat in my fasting, you mean your feasting window, worried I'm eating too many carbs. I eat beans in my salad a lot. Yeah, I would ditch the beans. What fun foods, treats do you eat? Angela, I talk about that in other places. I talk about that in my course. Claire, hi there, May group from, okay, cool. Do you buy cases of mineral water from Costco, or how do you keep enough on hand? Okay, so funny thing, this will be the last thing I talk about, and then I'll let you guys go. I don't use oils or anything in my water. Okay, so we do buy cases from Costco when we can. So we buy Topo Chico, which is my husband's favorite, or actually kind of used to be his favorite now. He's really been drinking a lot of Pellegrino. So Pellegrino and Topo Chico we buy from Costco by the case. And then our mineral water, that's from Mountain Valley, which is the carbonated, which is the blue labeled, and the flat, which is the orange labeled, which is probably my favorite water. We can only find at our local Walmart. And so we go in and we clear the shelf. I think we bought 26 bottles of it last time that we were in. We bought every single bottle that they had. And the poor girl who fills the shelf, I guess, just filled the shelf. And we cleared it all out. Poor thing. We went back. We went back yesterday. I think we did that when my in-laws were here. So probably Saturday we cleared out the shelves. And then we were there yesterday and still hadn't been refilled. So if you live in our area and you go for mineral water, the Mountain Valley water at Walmart, we're very sorry, but got to get there before we do, or we will clear out the shelves. So we buy it from wherever we can find it, pretty much. Okay, so I'm going to get out of here tonight. If you guys are failing at dieting, or feeling like you're failing at dieting and you're feeling like, why am I failing at this too? Or why is this not working for me? I highly recommend that you jump on something that's more specifically designed to you and the goals that you want to have for your life, and for what we in this community always strive for, and that's looking and feeling our best and living our most authentic life. And to be able to do that, you have to develop a plan that is designed for you, by you, that will work for you. If you're interested in joining our course, our next one starts August 12th. There are links posted in the comment section, so make sure you go through the comment section and find one of those links. It is either posted by Kara, my assistant, or my husband, Michael. And if you're catching this on the replay, you can always, on YouTube, you can catch the link in the information section below. And on Facebook, just hit my Facebook banner and the link is there as well. If you can't catch us for the August 12th group, don't worry. We have just recently decided to start a new course every Saturday. So there's plenty of time to get in if this date doesn't work for you. And then my alumni members, course registration is open for that, and we will keep that open until August 18th. So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow night, and then I'll also see you on Facebook, in our groups, and in our course. Have a good night, you guys.